Boy, do we have a bone to pick with Mr. Zach Bryan.
Yeah, chicken bone.
Chicken bone. Oh my gosh.
Chicken wing. What is she? Chicken fry?
She's chicken fry.
So any kind of chicken bone.
So Zach Bryan and his girlfriend, Brianna Chickenfry, have broken up.
And I didn't think this was going to be as big of news as was going to be.
Same.
I was like, you're a Zach Bryan fan. Okay. But like, holy.
I know. I didn't realize until like last night. I was like, okay, this is everywhere.
Literally everywhere. And you didn't want to post her video because she asked for privacy and not to, which was very
respectful
of you. But I mean, if you put it out there, it's going to be posted.
And unfortunately, you don't realize until a few hours later how big of celebrities these people actually are, and that unfortunately,
and how invested people are in their relationship.
We are Team Brianna though,
yes,
so we love you.
1000%.
Team Bri,
and no one wants to feel blindsided by a breakup, especially when they didn't know the breakup was going to be announced.
So let's backtrack here because there's so much to unpack. I have so many thoughts. So starting with yesterday morning, Zach posted a statement to his Instagram basically saying that him and Brianna had called it quits. They'd broken up with each other.
But he did say it in a way that like he had left her.
So he says, his grammar was not correct. I just used correct grammar. He said Brianna and me.
You know what? That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, Brianna and me. Brianna and I.
But what he said, quote, Brianna and me have broken up with each other. I respect and love her with every ounce of my heart. And like you said, he continued to kind of make it seem like it was him making the calls, calling the shots, ending the relationship.
And also him playing himself as a victim.
Yes.
Which he often does.
Which he does a lot. Mm-hmm. So he said, I thought it would be beneficial for both of us to go our different ways. I'm not perfect, never will be. Please respect Brianna's privacy. If you have it in your heart, mine too. I mean, he admits when he's wrong sometimes.
Yes, but how many times can you be wrong and use the same excuse?
Yeah.
I feel really bad for her.
It seems like he would just wanted to put it out there first so that she couldn't come out first and be like,
but I don't think she even knew it was coming.
She didn't know it was coming. But so what was her statement?
So she said, hey guys, I'm feeling really blindsided right now. Gonna hop off social media for a while and attempt to heal privately. When I'm ready, I'll be back and ready to talk. But the funny thing about that, then she posted the YouTube video.
Yeah, right away.
I guess she was ready to talk. And then she said...
in the video, she'll explain what happened later.
Yes.
But I did feel really bad for her. Obviously, you could
it's
tell
heartbreaking.
In the video, she was completely blindsided.
She was sitting on her bathroom floor.
Yeah.
It's just, we've all been there.
Yeah.
She's been through it with him.
She's been through. So that's what she said in the video, which is interesting to me. She was like, how can you love someone through basically things you shouldn't? And
have them treat you
and
like
have
that.
them just basically discard of you is what she said. So it seems like he just kind of dropped her off at the end of her driveway, see ya. Their relationship, people have kind of loved to hate. People, I feel like, have tried to break them up multiple times, and she's defended him through everything.
Well, and he doesn't really have a great track record. There's been infidelity rumors. He doesn't seem to have a sensitivity chip at all.
Well,
or
he's admitted that he's been struggling a lot this year. So, hopefully he's getting some help that he needs. And unfortunately, Brianna probably just took the brunt of...
She was the punching bag.
She was the punching bag. Their relationship seemed to really, go fast and furious super quick. And they've only been together a year and a half.
Yeah, and usually they say when stuff kind of happens fast and furious, it crashes the same way.
Crashes and burns,
which clearly is what's happening now.
Yeah. They had a dog together. They had a house together in Massachusetts. And there was those breakup rumors a few weeks ago that they had broken up. And then she said on her podcast, she basically, I like that she addresses this stuff in the media because she's a TikTok person. She's a Barstool personality. You can't not address what everyone's saying about you. So she basically said, yeah, we went through a rough patch, but everything's good now. Everything's fine. And then unfortunately...
little did she know everything wasn't fine.
Unfortunately, everything was not fine.
So I wonder if there was something that happened, let's say that night, that caused him to be okay, no, I'm just... putting that statement out there, or...
I think she said in the video they broke up yesterday. So a few days ago.
So then she did know?
No, she knew the breakup happened.
Oh, she just blindsided that he was putting it out there. Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay, because we were talking about earlier other couples that had found out literally through the media. Like Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas, she said that she literally found out that he was filed for divorce online. His people in his camp dispute that, but that was what she said, that's how she found out. And you probably won't remember this, but Matt Damon and Minnie Driver, he was...
Just kidding.
He was on the Oprah show and he said he was single, and that's how she said she found out that they weren't together anymore.
Zach Bryan's like doing a show. He's like, I just want to let everyone know I'm newly single.
But yes, I can see him doing that.
That's why the rumors picked up again over the last couple of days, because apparently people saw him on Raya. Like, that's so cringe that you...
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't found him yet, but he's...
That?
Yeah.
And there's screenshots of this?
There's screenshots.
That's actually...
But who knows, like, it could be a screenshot from a while ago and someone's bringing this back just because they have nothing better to do.
I mean, judging from his track record, I actually probably believe it.
I believe it.
Is he not aware of the screenshot function?
He's not.
On phones?
Well, we've seen his DMs before.
Like, you've seen his DMs?
We've seen, like, unfortunately, I don't think he truly
cares.
Understands or cares.
No, I don't think he cares. I feel bad for Brianna, and I feel bad for whoever is with him next. He clearly has some stuff that he has to work through.
Hopefully he can stay single for a little bit.
Do we think he is now? I just feel very badly for her, and to go through it so publicly and be blindsided like that is really, really sad.
And I feel bad because she's been going through so much like weird hate recently about some comments that she made on her podcast, and it just seems like anything she was saying, people were loving to hate. Just leave her alone.
But at least now I think she's getting some sympathy, and I think more people are on her side.
I think people know, especially after the video she put out, like, okay.
Including Portnoy. Dave Portnoy is on her side. Yeah.
Her buddy.
He tweeted, the smallest man who ever lived.
Which is Taylor Swift's song.
Yes.
And he's obviously a big Swiftie. And then tag Brianna, right?
And Zach, just in case you're not picking up, that's about you.
I think Dave saw subtweeting you there, Zach. But that's nice. Well, they have their podcast. I think it usually comes out Wednesdays, so it'd be interesting to see if she talks about it. I mean, she's got the platform, so she should capitalize on the moment, but...
Well, she did, and you were saying earlier, which is very true, she posted on YouTube, so at least she's monetizing that.
Breakup.
Smart.
Atta girl. Oh, and then... It just so happened yesterday that she was on the Hawk Tua podcast, and her episode came out yesterday, where we don't need to demonstrate Hawk Tua. You can just say it politely.
There's no polite way to say Hawk Tua.
She was on the Hawk Tua podcast and basically said, never date famous people.
Just happened to air that day.
Like, I think they were still dating when she was doing that podcast. So she's like, I never intended to date a famous person. And then she was telling people, don't date a famous person.
Okay, so she's obviously not having a good experience.
Well, also, like, if they hadn't broken up when that came out, if I was Zach, I would have been like, that's also a weird thing to say.
Maybe that's why you broke up with her.
Maybe he heard about the Hawk Tua.
Again, that's the thing. You never know what happens behind closed doors. So she has her side, he has his side.
Hopefully they both
judging from what we know, he seems to be in the wrong, but
who knows?
Who knows what happens?
As we know, there's two sides to every story. But I like how she said in her video, she's like, guys, like, we're gonna be okay. Like she's understanding that there's bigger things happening in the world than her breakup with Zach Bryan. But hopefully she can.
Breakups are probably, I think, one of the worst things that you can go through.
Stay single, guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what we said. Yeah, if you're not in a relationship, you can't get your heart broken.
You can't be sad if you're single.
But then you can't be in love either. See?
Yeah, that's true. You can't get your heart broken if you're not in love.
You can't. Yes. But then that's a boring life.
I'm not bored.
That's a fair statement too.
Do it for the plot.